It's about time that side chicks begin to understand that they don't have a place in a married man's life. Most married men will always go back to their wife. Now, Patrick's PA has been used and dumped. What were you expecting, by the way? That Patrick would divorce the wife to be with you? And you think that your own marriage or your own relationship with Patrick will be the perfect one? You are very much mistaken. See how a maker wife want to destroy her own marriage by herself just because she is angry and jealous of Christabel. You are very lucky that your husband still loves you. If not, this will be the end of your marriage after you pulled out this kind of stunt in front of your husband by slapping him, or because he interrupted the video that you were recording. The same Christabel that you are angry with, that you are jealous about, is reconciling with the husband, and they're about to have a perfect home by themselves. We should be always be very careful at pointing fingers because the rest of them point to us. It is only a matter of time, and courageous billions fiancé will realize that what she's doing will cost her this relationship, because obviously she is now a social media freak that cannot do without social media, and now the husband to be is not interested in it. But let's take it one after the other. After what happened on the last episode, Emeka wife took it to social media and was talking to her fans. She told them that she wants to make breakfast for her husband, unlike sexy Christabel that is always lying about everything. You can imagine how much hate that this woman has towards Christabel. The question is, all these things that you are doing is for what? Because Christabel, from the look of things, has not done anything wrong to you. You choose to believe what you believe from social media that is about to destroy your marriage. Just because Christabel did not respond to your messages, you are bent on destroying Christabel here on social media. But good thing the husband ran in and immediately told her fans that they should not subscribe to her wife's channel. In fact, they should unfollow her, that she's a bad person. Immediately she got upset and slapped the husband. This is so disrespectful. How can you slap your husband in front of your own fans? Can you imagine? This is the same you that is pretending to be better than Christabel. You are slapping your husband to prove a point because your husband interrupted a video that you are making mocking another woman. And right now that the husband is very angry, he made her to understand that look at the same people that you think are your families. Look at the people that you think are supporting you. Immediately they have turned against you. And now that she has realized her mistake, she's apologizing to the husband. You better pray hard that your husband will receive the apology in peace. If not, you are definitely going to leave your husband for good because you seem to love social media more than your marriage. Even though you have chosen your marriage over the social media, now that you have realized your mistake, you have to go and beg your husband. If not, this marriage is over. But the one thing that I'm very happy about is the fact that Patrick PA came to tender her resignation letter. This is the very thing that you will do that will be the best thing, because you cannot come into somebody's marriage to destroy it and want to have the person's husband. The question I keep asking is, what was your mission? That you came into this place so that Patrick would divorce Christabel to be with you, and you think that everything will be smooth? I wonder how some women think. Married men will always run back to their wife after using you. Now you look and feel stupid that you have been used and dumped. But that is basically what you deserve. You knew the right thing to do, but you refused to do it. Instead, you choose to do the wrong thing by jumping into the arms of Christabel's husband because you want to be the best. You want to prove that you are the best woman and Christabel cannot be a wife. But look at you right now. You are regretting all your actions and you want to use emotional blackmail to confuse Patrick again. You think he's going to accept that. He is never going to divorce the wife for you. I'm so sorry that you have to pass through this, but you deserve it. Christabel still loves the husband as much as the husband loves Christabel. The one thing I kept on saying is that these people need a little understanding. But when the husband came back home and met Christabel sitting on the bed looking at the husband picture, he encouraged her to have a conversation at the moment. And Christabel was said to do that. I mean, this is what the two grown-up people needed to do to save their marriage. I'm happy that the two of them have decided to sit down to hear their self. And when Christabel listened to the husband talk, everything went smooth because Christabel has also made a decision to stop the social media thing. She wants to stop creating content. But that is not what your husband wanted from you. Your husband was not against you creating content, but he was against you, creating content that will destroy other people's home. Again, the husband asked her, do you know how many people's life that ring light has destroyed? Do you know how many people's home that the same information that you give out there has destroyed? Just take, for example, everything you say on social media stays on social media. Even when you think you have deleted the video is still there. Internet itself does not forget. What if our child grows up and end up with the same information that you are giving to people? She will now destroy her own life again with this very same video that you have been doing. I know that the money is good. I love the fact that Christabel husband has taken his time to explain to the wife. If only the wife had listened, so that the two of them can have this beautiful conversation that they have not done in a very long time, it won't get to the point that they will be considering a divorce. But I'm happy that Christabel understands the husband now, and they have decided to see a therapist so that they can actually make their marriage work. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Christabel enemies will be put to shame. This is what ignorance does. Money is good, but money can always put you in so many troubles. Can you imagine, because of all the views that Christabel has been getting and the return of she has been having in terms of the money she's getting from her social media, she was almost about to lose her marriage. Courageous Billions is so worried. He had to take to his friend to explain to his friend that what is happening right now in his marriage is not what he wants. That right now he wants a different thing. That is one thing about life. You cannot remain in one thing forever. Sometimes some certain things that we do is a stepping stone to another level. Yes, he wanted this social media with the fiancé, just for them to be able to build a career. But now that they have succeeded, he wants something different. He doesn't want his life to be on social media. But the fiancé is failing to understand. She does not even want to understand anything of such, because she has even sold herself to social media. She cannot live without it. Everything she does, she wants it to be on social media. But then, Courageous Billion was complaining bitterly that he doesn't even want to do all this anymore. Can you imagine? The wife scripted everything that he said on that proposal. And that is one thing that he hates so much. You don't have to hate that anymore, because this whole thing will also require the two of you to sit down and have a proper conversation, just like Christabel and the husband. If not, this marriage thing is not going to work for you. But then the fiancé immediately posted their engagement pictures, and in fact, the social media, everybody is talking about it, which is exactly what she likes. She likes social media validation, but Courageous Billion doesn't. And when she was at home with her friend waiting for a new PA, can you imagine? She is very saucy. That is one thing I've come to discover about her. Just because her PA, came late and all that, she decided to sack her to employ a new person. And she cannot even be patient enough to wait for the new person to come in. This is so unfair. How can you be this impatient? She doesn't even know that all of these things will definitely affect her own marriage if she eventually gets married to Courageous Billion. But then, immediately, the new PA came in and she was already complaining. She was about to even sack her before employment. And she was begging that the reason why she came late was because she took her mother to the hospital. But it is obvious that she does not even care. She doesn't care about anything concerning your family. So you should understand that. And then she went ahead to tell her that the only thing I want from you is to do your job. Do your job and nothing else. That if you fail in trying to do your job, I'm going to sack you. But then when Courageous Billion came back home and met the woman sitting on their couch, he was surprised to even meet her there. And when he asked, who are you and what are you doing in my house? She said, the wife came in and said she's my new PA. Can you imagine how saucy this woman can be? That you and your husband are into the same business. You have a staff that works for the both of you. You sack the staff without even your fiance's consent. Is that good enough? And you are validating that by saying that lately he has not been showing consent. I wonder what this woman is even thinking. She doesn't care about his fiance's feelings or what he's passing through. She doesn't care. All she cares is the social media validation that she's getting. The money that she makes from social media is what she is after. This is so unfair. this marriage will be a failed marriage. If they eventually step their feet into this marriage, it's not going to work, except this woman decide to at least shuffle this whole thing, because everything about you cannot be on social media. You need to at least reduce some things so that you can have privacy. But it is obvious she doesn't want privacy. But what is Courageous Billions going to do about this situation? Is he going to consider canceling the marriage, or he wants to continue the marriage? We'll get to find out about it. Hopefully, he's going to continue with the marriage, but we'll get to find out about it on the next episode. Please like the video if you have not liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I'll bring the next episode as soon as it drops. But for now, take care.